Scorpio. Welcome to April 2014. Now, this is the Game Changer month. This is what we've been building towards since the new moon in Capricorn on New Year's Day, January 1st, 2014. This is a very different year. If you go to the Scorpio Astrology Forecast year ahead, I talk about that in detail about how different this year is. When we came into this year, Venus was retrograde, then Mercury is retrograde, now Mars is retrograde. It's very strange to launch into a new year when you want to take off, move forward, when the universe is saying, go back, redo, reevaluate, re-strategize your course of action, what you're doing. And now we're coming to April, which is, I believe, the most intense month of 2014. And once we get past April and we move into May, the energies are going to get easier and lighter. I wanted to say moo, like moo the cow, moo into May. Taurus the bull. Bulls are not cows. So for you, it's not like Scorpio is so involved in this, because it really is about cardinal signs, the Aries, the Libra, the Cancer, the Capricorn. Now, if you have any planets in those signs, those are the planets being slammed by Pluto and Uranus. Now, Mars is retrograde in your 12th house, which is not a fun place to have Mars retrograde. I remember when I went through it, I was kind of grouchy, and I wasn't sleeping right. So maybe some of you are having a hard time sleeping, or you're having weird dreams, or you notice that the inner critic and the inner judge is really amping up. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, oh. Okay. That's why I'm including Miguel Ruel's 4 agreements here, because, and this is a fantastic teaching, and I have a fabulous video of his on my website. You go to the link here, you can download the 4 agreements. If you live by these 4 agreements, you will have a beautiful life. And he talks about how the spiritual warrior knows that there's no freedom until you liberate the mind. And this is what April is asking for you. April is saying, slay the inner critic, slay the inner judge, slay the inner victim. These are demons in the mind. And we feed them, and we feed them, and they suck the life out of us. And then we don't have the energy to do what we've come to do, or do our job, or be open for relationship, or be open for new opportunities. And so liberate your mind in April. Stop feeding the inner critic, the inner judge, the inner victim. Take your power back. And use the 4 agreements to do it. Yeah, Pluto, your ruling planet, retrogrades April 14th through September 22nd. And Pluto wants you to eliminate what's no longer working and discover your hidden resources. So Pluto is in the area of your attitudes, your thought patterns, so how you use social media, how you speak, write, teach, how your brain is wired. Pluto is rewiring it. Now, don't have to do it overnight. Pluto's going to be in there till 2024. And so you don't have to hurry on this. However, with Mars where it is, take a look at how you hold yourself back, maybe how you get in your own way, and what you can do to empower yourself and liberate your mind. You liberate your mind, you have real freedom. That's what true freedom is, and the spiritual warrior knows that. We do it by slaying that inner criticism and judgmental of self, and by doing that, we're free. Now, the total lunar Libra eclipse happens on April 15th, and this is going to be really intense because it pulls in Pluto and Uranus, Mars and Jupiter. And for you, it's happening behind the scenes. It's happening in the area where Mars is, that 12th house. And that's the area where you can deny or disown, you project onto others, the very self-defeating patterns you have with yourself, how you sabotage yourself, how you get in your own way. This lunar eclipse is going to bring that to conscious awareness, not to make you feel bad, but for you to purge it, to cleanse it, to shift it, to evolve out of it. And I'm giving you tools today to help you do that. And the North Node is in Libra. So now I love the Aries energy, and Aries rules the area of life that has to do with your service to the planet, how you are here to serve the world. It's also your lifestyle. It's also your daily routine and your health habits and your diet habits. So this is a wonderful area to revolutionize or innovate. It's time for you to innovate your lifestyle. It's time for you to innovate your work habits, your health habits, how you talk to yourself, how you talk to others. It's very important to pay attention to the self-talk. It's very revealing. I catch myself doing it. Like when I get hard on myself for making mistakes, you know, because I'm so busy, I don't have time for mistakes, and then I make mistakes, and then I'm like, rah! Then I'm like, it's okay, I'm not perfect. But it's okay if you're not perfect. Your perfection lies in your imperfection. You're a human being, not a human doing. And you're very special. You wouldn't be watching this podcast if you weren't. You are into your spiritual growth. You are into personal growth. You care about the planet. You care about what's happening. So watch for that where that negative energy goes, right? When we get judgmental, you're not doing it right, I'm not doing it right. Wah! I catch myself doing it. And it's really cool because now I'm like really on it. It's like, okay, this is not good energy. So pull it back and stay focused on what you can do. Stay focused on what is working. Stay focused on the positive. Not to deny or disown the negative or the shadow. I'm not talking about that. Because we are both light and dark. We're not just all, you know, sunshine, rainbows, and butterflies. We got some big shit we're moving through. Pardon my French. But we are. And we want to honor that we've got the shadow side. We don't want to deny or disown it or project it onto others because then they'll throw it in our face. So I'm not about that either. I'm a real coach and a real astrologer. And I get in there with clients and I wrestle with you. And I love you. I love your soul. I'm here to champion your soul. But there's often times where I am slaying the ego. You know, I'm doing battle with the ego, especially if I'm giving you something you're not ready for. You know, you're not, you know, I didn't know that. But, you know, it is about not letting it bring you down. You know what I mean? Like, don't wait till your work's perfect before you put it on YouTube or you publish it, okay? If I waited for that, I'd still be in the background. You got to do. There's those that do and those that don't. Those that do are so busy doing, we don't have time to be perfect. Those that don't sit on the couch and criticize all of us that are doing. So you are here to live your best life. You are here to have it all. And that means work with passion, a lover you're crazy about, a partner you're crazy about, a good life. And you're not here to settle. So be aware of how you get in your own way, hold yourself back, and then you make yourself very attractive. Now you can go here and use this program, the Irresistible Attraction Program, how to make yourself irresistible to the right people and opportunities. It's a very good program. And it is all about the law of attraction. Whatever we're projecting, whatever we're thinking, saying, and doing is what we draw to us. That's why we want to own our shadow, so that it's not being brought to us. We got it, we know it, but we don't give it power. We don't feed the inner critic, the judge, or the victim. So work with others to create the win-win. That's what the Libra lunar eclipse is about, and it's coupled with the North Node in Libra, which is about demonstrating empathy and understanding for others. When you do what's right for you, this includes compromise with your husband or wife. This includes compromising with your business partners, your clients, your colleagues, your public, so that you are creating the win-win. It's about demonstrating empathy and understanding for others, and this is the mark of authentic power and real strength. We don't see that in the world, but that's what real power is when we are in our own power. We don't have to change or fix or save anybody. Everyone can live their own life, make their own mistakes, and learn from those mistakes, because that's how they become self-masters. And so use this energy to create the win-win with others. Here's what's in it for you. Here's how we can, work on this together. Then the sun enters Taurus on April 19th, pulling the focus into relationships for you. And I'm really glad to see the sun enter Taurus and get out of this cardinal area that is like a fire keg ready to explode, dynamite, just earthquakes in every direction. So it is a welcome relief from this, Pluto-Uranus invoking change But on the other hand, Taurus is the most stubborn sign in the zodiac. You're the second most. And Taurus is the most stubborn. And then Leo, and then Aquarius. The fixed signs are the most stubborn signs. And Taurus is the bull. Stubborn. Okay. So on the one hand, it's one welcome relief, but on the other hand, it's not the time to dig in your heels and resist change, because the most intense time of the year is going to be April 20th through April 23rd. This is the Pluto-Uranus face-off. And Mars is involved in it, and Jupiter's involved in it. Jupiter's usually like happy and lovely and fun and opportunity, but it's making Pluto more punishing and Uranus more crazy and Mars more warful. So, war. Don't let Mars and Libra fool you. Mars still wants war. So this is not an easy energy for any of us. And but if you're open to change and you're the change agent of your life, you're making friends with change, it goes a lot easier than if you are making Pluto and Uranus force you to change. So be the change agent of your life, and you can ride the wave. Use the Sun in Taurus to have more self-confidence, have more strength, to give you that strength to make the needed changes you need to make in your life. And for you, it has more to do with how you think, the inner demons, slaying those, and liberating your mind, looking at your thought patterns, looking at your daily habits, looking at how you talk to yourself, how you're using social media to market yourself, how you are providing your service to the planet, your lifestyle, your work habits, your health habits, as well as what you believe, because Jupiter's in that area of future vision, spirituality, your beliefs. And this is about evolving your beliefs, because as you evolve, you are raising your vibration. What is vibration? It's energy. What is energy? Everything is energy. I'm energy, you're energy, and the astrology maps the energy patterns in motion. What I do is I'm the energetic weather woman. I'm reading the energy. I'm reading the energy for April. And as you raise your vibration, you become even more sensitive. And it's more difficult to be around negative people or toxic people. So just because you've had long-term friends or family and they're really negative and it's hard for you to be around them, you need to set boundaries. You need to honor the hard work you've done to evolve to this higher vibration, to evolve to this level of vibration. The whole reason we're here is to raise our vibration, which means hold more light and expand consciousness. When we expand consciousness, we come up with new solutions to these long-standing issues and problems and challenges that have been very hard to resolve. So you want to hold more light. You want to be in your fullest power. And that does include embracing the dark side, because we're both. We're light and dark. And we don't want to disown it, because then we make an orphan out of it, and then it comes at us through other people because we're projecting it outward. We want to own it because it's untapped power. I'm telling you, the shadow is like little orphans wanting to come home. They're parts of self that we have not self-actualized, that we have not give creative self-expression to. And it's untapped energy, it's hidden resources, it's hidden power that's ready to come out. And Pluto wants to help you to access this hidden power, to access those parts of self that have been in the corner, that are ready to come front and center stage, and demonstrate more creative self-expression for you, more talents, gifts, and abilities for you, past life attainment. And it's a wonderful time to do it. Now, April is that turning point month. It is showtime. Pull up your power, bravery, and strength. Make change your ally, not your friend. Make the needed changes. And this is much easier than having Pluto force it on you. Use the 4 agreements to live your life by. Stop feeding the inner demons, the inner critic, judge, victim. Free your mind. Use the Irresistible Attraction Program. Use the 100 quotes from The Secret. They're brilliant. Keep your mind engaged and forward focused on inspired action. What inspires you? Invest your energy in healing yourself and introducing innovation to your life. Innovate how you work. Innovate how you do relationships. Innovate your mind and how you use the power of your mind to create your reality and create what you want. Remember, Saturn is in your sign until the end of this year, and then it'll jump into Saggy, and then it'll pull back into a Scorpio for a little more, and then it'll go back into Saggy at the end of 2015. And while Saturn is in your sign, Saturn is saying, Scorpio, redefine who you are. Define yourself for who you are today in 2014, not who you were 10 years ago, 5 years ago, or even 5 months ago. Saturn doesn't care how you define yourself, but that you define yourself. Define who you are. Don't let the society define you. Don't let the externals define you. Go inside to your soul power, your shadow side. Pull it up and let it speak to you. And define who you are and what's true for you, what truly matters for you. And you will be unstoppable. Unstoppable, Scorpio! Now we end April with a gorgeous Taurus new moon. And it is an annular solar eclipse. It's not a total solar eclipse, but it's still a solar eclipse, and it's a gorgeous Taurus new moon. The sun and the moon are coupled at 9 degrees Taurus. Mercury is in Taurus now. It's at 12 degrees. Mercury's flying forward in April. And it's in harmony with your ruling planet, Pluto. It's in harmony with Jupiter, which is harmonizing with all the Scorpios. It's in harmony with Neptune, which is in harmony with all the Scorpios. You're going to love this new moon. So this is about relationships. And of course, it's about what you love and value, because that's what Taurus rules. So now the focus goes to relationships for you. And this is really cool. I love this Taurus new moon. From May on, from the Taurus new moon on, at the end of the month on the 28th and the 29th, and when we go into May, 2014 is going to get easier. I see the world economies expanding. There is no energy for war. And so don't believe in the war machine they're trying to create through the negative media, the media machine, you know, trying to invoke this negative fear. It could be strong in March and April. The stock markets could make a notable correction in April, given the Mars, Pluto, Uranus grand square with Jupiter. It's temporary. It's like Goddess is breathing us in, so there could be a contraction, but then Goddess breathes out in May, and I see the economies expanding May on. I see them roaring by the end of the year and roaring into 2015. So stay out of fear. Don't focus on lack. Focus on love. The economies will roar back better than ever, for this is what the people have chosen. The collective consciousness have chosen. There is no energy for war because the people don't want it. The people want peace. The people want freedom. The people want prosperity. Ukraine needs to be left alone. Let them govern their own country. Let them decide for themselves what they want. The same in Venezuela. This is not America's purpose, or Russia or anybody else, to tell other countries how to live. We are here to protect these countries, not bully them. And so the energy's not there. The people don't want it. People don't want war. People want freedom and prosperity, and we will have it. So if you're feeling overwhelmed in April because of this intense energy requiring so much growth from you, take a time out. Go rest. Energize yourself. You don't have to, always be active with other people. Take time for yourself. Rest. Retreat. Walk the beach. Walk in nature. Listen to nice music. Take a bubble bath. Go to the spa. Do nice things for yourself. If you're feeling lost or confused, ask yourself, what would I do if I were fearless? If we're coming from love, we're coming from our authentic self and our soul power. If we're coming from fear, we're coming from the inner judge, the inner critic, or the inner victim. You're none of those things. You're one of the most powerful signs in the zodiac. No one can regenerate better than you can. No one comes back from anything better than Scorpio. So use that power. What are your soul's desires? Lead from your soul's desires, not the ego mind that's all over the place like a monkey. Lead from the soul's knowing, the soul's desires. Lead by your soul. Be your authentic self. Shine your light. This is your soul's purpose. The whole reason you're here is to raise your vibration, which is to increase in energy, expand consciousness, and shine your light. And you can do that any way you want. You can do it through baking cookies. You can do it through making podcasts. You can do it in music, writing, any way that demonstrates your soul, authentic self. And you will be successful. So relationships really start to heat up for you at the end of the month, but especially in May. And I love the way May looks. April is the game changer. Be the change agent. Ride the wave to the new life, the new lifestyle. And you will be unstoppable, Scorpio. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, and sharing my podcast. You're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock! And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very simple. You go to the link below. You purchase your session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule. You get scheduled. We're off and running, rocking and rolling. So until next month, my beloved Scorpios, keep looking up! Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars. Take that money, watch it burn, sing in the river the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sing in the river the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sing in the river the lessons I learned. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars.